Hi you guys, welcome back to another ep. If you don't know, I'm currently on a 12-month mission to look and feel my best in my 30s. Then I did a 25, and I'm bringing you guys on the journey, on for the ride. And I'm in the performance phase, so I'm eating at maintenance calories. Right now it is week 4, so I'll tell you about the game plan for this week in a sec. But first, morning routine.
It's week 4. Let's freaking go. But first, of course, morning routine. Morning routine. Oh wow.
That's right. So the game plan for this week, number 1, it is week 4, which means peak week in my current exercise program. I'm going to be ramping things up, training at a 9 out of 10 intensity and really pushing myself. And I'm kind of like dreading it a little bit because I know I'm going to be really sore, but then I've got a deload next week, so that's fine. Secondly, I'm showing you a full day of eating of how I'm maintaining my weight right now and how I'm structuring my meals and the formula that I follow so that I can eat delicious, amazing, balanced food without having to track a single calorie. And 3, prove to you guys that you can be a massive foodie and still get the results that you want. Because at the end, you'll see why I'm never going to be tracking calories again. And I want to know, you guys, your opinion on my hair. The curls are coming back in full force. Let me know in the comments below. I naturally have like really, not curly hair, wavy hair, I would say. It's quite voluminous and big. I don't know if I love it. Do a lot of straightening. So let me know I want to know what you guys think. Do we like the curls or not? Because I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm excited to bring you guys along for the week, the ups and the downs, to really show you behind the scenes of what it's really like to change your body composition. Last week was, so I'm excited to ramp things up this week, feel better and be excited by training again. You guys, it's Saturday and we have an annual tradition where we put my friend's Christmas tree up together, and today's the day. We're the vibe. We're vibing. So we're gonna drink a lot of drinks, we're going to eat a lot of food and be very merry and put up the Christmas tree. So we're making cocktails that with gin and basil, orange gin, basil, ice. Christmas vibe. Let's see how we feel tomorrow. I'm meant to be doing another training session, but we'll see. Just showing the real life, you guys. It's all about the balance. That's the vibe. Oh my god, how beautiful is this? Oh my god, it's been so long since we've done this together. You hold this? It's a good call.
Where do you get the staff from?
Are you taking a photo? Oh, can you hurry up?
We also make dessert. Wow. Happy Sunday. Right to the gym. It's 5:30 in the morning. We had a few drinks last night. Yesterday. I stopped drinking at probably like 4 o'clock. I feel okay. Not my best.
I feel amazing.
But excited to get it done. Peak week! It's peak week! Coffee before the gym, and some toast, pre-workout carbs. Now to smash it. Let's go. I'm excited about this one. Are we doing it? Yes. Exercise 1. Adios. Happy Monday, you guys. Yes, it is Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. And after the gym, not gonna lie to you guys, I crashed into a ditch. And I had a 2-hour nap. Clearly my body needed it. Saturday was big. We had a lot of cocktails and it was fun. However, I did struggle yesterday, of course. So I got the workout in, then we came home and I just did absolutely nothing. And yeah, now it's Monday. And today we're doing the full what I eat in a day. I'm going to be breaking down my meal system and how I see results without tracking calories. It is now breakfast time, so we're going to do breakfast together. It's a rest day, so I've already had a coffee, went for a walk, of course, morning routine. And now this girl's hungry and we got to eat. So the way that I structure my nutrition, whether I'm at maintenance or in a fat loss phase, it's always going to be the same. So I personally have 3 main meals, and at maintenance I'm having 2 snacks and a dessert and a coffee. And every one of my main meals are exactly the same in terms of the macro balance, same amount of protein, carbs and fats, and same amount of calories. This way, I know that I'm fueling my body in a balanced way. I'm getting a good distribution of protein throughout the day, and I know what my portion sizes of my meals need to look like. Because I'm having the same size meals, I can easily distribute my total calorie needs across the day, so that I don't have to constantly think about, oh, if I'm having like 600 calories at breakfast, that means my dinner has to be 300, and then my lunch has to be this. And it's just like putting together this girl can't math, 124, 62. So 124 grams, 124 divided by the amount of meals that I'm having. So if I was just to eat 3 main meals, each meal would have to have 41 grams of protein. And for me, I like to have a couple of snacks because I love that. So what I do is I then have 3 main meals of about 35 grams of protein. That brings me to 35 times 3, 105. And then I have 2 snacks that I have about 10 grams of protein per snack. So that brings me up to 125. Sometimes my main meals are a little bit higher, sometimes they're a little bit lower, and it's just like, you know, it doesn't have to be exact, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not, like, it's not my profession. It just has to be, you know, consistent, I guess is a good word of saying that. So right now my main meals are looking about 500 calories, and I know how to portion out my plate. So guys, know that that is unique to me. I'm sharing this with you, number one, to show you that food is fuel and we need to eat a lot of it in order to thrive. And second of all is that you can do it without having to be so precise in tracking everything. So for brekkie, the portion sizes for me looks like a palm size protein source, and then for my carbohydrates it's going to be 2 cupped handfuls. Then for my fat serve it's going to be a thumb size, and then I'm just putting in some fiber, so always putting in some veggies or a bit of fruit into that. So this morning we're making baked pancakes, which I'm excited about because we're trying a new flavor, M&M. Then throughout the day I'll show you I've got some really delicious things for lunch and dinner, and we're making some protein cookies, which I'm excited about and trying to try. Don't know how well they're going to turn out, but of course I will show you, so that is to come. So yeah, that is how we do it. Even meals throughout the day, high protein snacks, dessert, delicious, well fueled and satisfied, which is important. So let's make brekkie. I've made 2 flavors. I put the M&M one in the oven and then the other one is in the fridge because I personally like to cook them fresh every single day. Hot tip with when you're making the pancakes, it's good to add the water slowly just to make sure that the batter doesn't get too thin. You want it like a pancake batter in the ramekin. So whilst we're letting that cook, I'm actually going to start on my meal prep lunch because they're in the oven for 20 minutes. So I'm like, well, let's be, what's the word? Multitasking. Far out. Oh, my brain. So let's multitask. So for lunch this week, I'm actually making satay wrap parcels. But this is something that I do a lot of the time. So what I just do is I have just cut up a bunch of raw chicken here. It's actually, I tried to defrost it and it's like some of it's cooked, but whatever, I'm just going to ignore that. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm just going to pan fry it, and I've cut it up really, really thin. Like it's like almost, I'm trying to get like a shredded consistency, but without shredding it. So I've cut it up really thin. I'm just going to cook that off. So then it's just like my protein is good. Then what I'm going to do is cover it in satay sauce. But what I often do is I just have, you know, cook up the chicken, and then I will turn it into a wrap, or turn it into a sandwich, or turn it into a salad, and then season it with the flavor of the meal that I'm having. Instead of like bulk cooking meals, I'm bulk cooking the macros of the meal, so then it's super easy to make what I feel like. So we're going to cook that up, then we're going to make the satay sauce. It's going to be delicious, and then we get to make some cookies. So we have 1 minute 48 left on the baked pancakes, and we've got our chicken prepped, ready for the week. So this is cooked, seasoned with this beautiful satay sauce. So now this is ready to go straight into wraps. You could put this in anything though. You could even put it in rice paper rolls, you can put it in a sandwich, you can put it on a salad. It's just like so versatile and just like so easy to prep and so delicious, which is the most important thing. That's what we're about. So now I'm just gonna enjoy the pancakes, make some cookies. You guys, I'm so excited because these cookies have just come out of the oven, and oh my god, I've never made a cookie before, but like actually tastes really good. I've always been a savory girly, but they're like soft in the middle and fluffy, but tastes like peanut butter and chocolate. I love it when I get a recipe right. And do you know what? I love it when I get a recipe right first try. First try. They're amazing. Cookies are done. Meal prep is done. So, it's amazing. So I used to struggle with overeating every weekend. Like it used to be such, it was like a massive binge restrict cycle essentially. I used to eat clean and be really good Monday to Friday, but then every weekend like I would go out. I remember this one time where we went to the pub, and I like in my head I was like, you are not allowed to have any french fries, not one. And then I started like negotiating with myself, and I'm just like, okay, just have one. And then you're like, oh, feel bad about it, and then you're like, oh, just have another one, and then you're like, oh, that's enough, no more. But then you just keep going, and then you just like beat yourself up for it, and you're like, oh, just make up for it tomorrow, I'll restrict, or I'll go for a run. Like I used to be so in those cycles, and that was because my food was clean, and clean eating always leads to overindulgence. It's like a forbidden fruit, you know what I mean? That's why I intentionally make sure that I have, you know, things like M&Ms and Cadbury chocolate chips in my cookies, and like real soul fun foods sprinkled out throughout my nutrition, because then you're getting that satisfaction factor. And then when you're around a bowl of chips, you're like, well, I don't actually want to eat these because I'm like so nourished and satisfied because of what I eat. So the key, really. So this is really yum. I'm such a sucker for M&Ms. Like I fucking love them. With a little bit of raspberry, it just hits the spot. A little bit of extra fiber as well. We love that. So the cookies are made. They're going to be my afternoon tea. The satay chicken is going to be a lunch parcel. And then for dinner tonight, I am going to make, I actually think I'm going to have leftovers. So I'll show you what we have, but I'm not going to cook anything special for dinner tonight because I already have like so much food in the fridge, simply because we had people over on the weekend. I also made a meal prep on Saturday that I didn't finish because I ate with everyone, so I've got to eat the leftovers. So it's a maximum slow cooked curry that I made on Friday. So I've got one more portion of that, so I'm going to eat that for dinner. I'll catch up with you when we're having lunch. Did you see my cookies?
No, I didn't.
You have to go look at them.
Really?
Yeah, they're so good.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I get to eat one?
Yes, I made 8. What did you think?
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, but when you saw them.
I'm saying, wow. Are these a snack? Are these about 10 grams of protein snack?
They certainly are. I told you. I told you guys. We do meals the same. 10 grams of protein per snack. Carb and protein paired.
Damn.
How good is that?
You put salt in there.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Yeah. Salty chocolate.
That's like next level.
How good is it?
Yeah. Yeah. And the cookie's really soft and moist.
Yeah. For a protein cookie, I was like, slay. I slayed that.
Yeah, that's true. You can't buy that in a shop.
No. Because the protein cookies are artificial sweeteners. So it's like artificial sweetener. That has no sugar. No sugar substitute. Nothing. All banana.
That's sick.
Slay those. We slayed those. Lunch is served, as you can see, my little wrap. So again, following the same principle, the same amount of protein as my brekkie and dinner. And then literally following carb, fat, protein, fiber once again. So carbohydrate being the wrap, the protein being my chicken, the fat being the peanut butter, and then the fiber, and then also the fiber, of course, being spring onions, the cucumber, the lettuce on the side, and then also the sauce falls in like the carbohydrate portion of the meal as well. So I don't like soggy lettuce, so I'm going to like do this and make it like that. So good. It's almost like I'm eating a pie, but just nice to have the freshness, the crunch on the outside. You could also obviously put it inside the wrap as well and toast that. But for me, I like it fresh on the side. I'm going to enjoy this and then continue to listen to the Diary of a CEO podcast. I'm going to put a screenshot here on the screen of the episode that I've been listening to. It's a very long episode. It's like 3 hours, 2.5 hours in. And honestly, like if you are a female and you care about your health, your longevity, like I highly recommend listening to it. Like I'm just nodding along to everything the doctors are saying. It's just such an eye-opening episode in terms of like the importance of strength training, proper nutrition, a regular menstrual cycle, talking about fertility, talking about our period, birth control. Like there's just like literally if you're a female, it's so worth a listen. Because yeah, it's like so many gold nuggets in this episode. So I could rave on about it, but listen to it. Do yourself a favor. And I'll see you in the afternoon snack. So I'm just sitting down with a cup of tea and with milk, of course. And I'm going to complete my clients, the Fin Free Academy Recomp ladies check-ins. This is where I go in and look at their check-in form and assess their progress, look at their photos, look at their biofeedback, look at their weight and how they're feeling, and then make adjustments based off their progress. So not only holding them accountable, but also helping them, also supporting them through the journey of changing your body composition, because that can be very stressful. I love sitting down and doing this. Like I'm already reading, like I feel amazing. I can't believe I look better already than I used to. My body is changing before my eyes. Yay. And this client in particular, she's eating more, which is just like so incredible. It's so incredible what proper nutrition and building muscle really does to your body composition, but also just like, it's also amazing what eating more and not feeling restricted does to your the ripple that has a ripple effect on your life. It's just so amazing. So I'm going to sit down, read through all of these, give my feedback, and then make adjustments if we need to. It's actually so wild. I'm actually so proud of what we've created inside the Fin Free Academy. Honestly, like reading through some of these wins is just like incredible. Like overcoming binge eating. I have so much chocolate and Biscoff spread in the house and now it doesn't even tempt me. Amazing how satisfied I feel when I follow the meal plan. Also, I'm already down 3 kilos, so that's a massive win too. Feeling so much more confident heading into summer. I feel lighted, less bloated compared to 3 weeks ago. That's literally 3 weeks inside the Fin Free Academy. Like it just makes me like so happy that sharing my food with you guys can get that kind of result. And also the mindset and the training program, it's just amazing. This is literally what I live for. It's just so amazing hearing these things. And this is why we do it, which is freaking amazing. I had to share that because it's just like, I'm so proud. Okay, let's have afternoon tea together. And I'm going to tell you about how I structure my snacks. So a snack is always going to be a protein source paired with a carbohydrate source. Like you can also pair it with a fat source, but I also know I have a very big appetite. So that's why I lean towards carbs, because carbs are a little bit less calorie dense. So what that looks like is for today, normally I do one or two things. I always have a YoPro. I'm having these at the moment because they are lactose free and I'm struggling with digesting dairy, which is frustrating because I love these so much. So I'm having this. Then with this, I'll pair depending on what I'm craving. So I'll always ask myself, what am I craving? Sweet, savory, what do I feel like? A lot of the time it will be something fun. So pair it with this, or it will be this fruit. Just depending on, what I'm craving, what my body wants, what's going to satisfy me the most. So a portion size of protein and a portion size of carbohydrate makes up my snack. So this minimum 10 grams in a snack for me personally, how I structure my protein across the day, because that way it's like I said, it's evenly distributed. Now I only have to think about, okay, cool, what's going to fit into my like Lego block snack portion. So this is 15 grams. So it's a little bit over, like I said. It's not, not exact because I'm not tracking, but I am being aware. I like to call it intentional eating because I am aware of that I have to be hitting a certain amount of macros and calories in order to see a result, but I'm not intentionally tracking every last thing because I just don't want to. So this and this. And then same with my cookies. The cookies that I made, they have 10 grams of protein. And again, pairing that with carbohydrate, and that had a little bit of fat in it as well, I'm not gonna lie. And again, so it's not like strict rules, it's just, again, intentional eating. So I'm gonna have that. And then for dinner tonight, we are, like I already said, we're having leftover maximum curry. It's a slow cooker recipe, literally so easy. I'm obsessed with the slow cooker at the moment. So you just put all the ingredients in, leave it to cook for 4 hours, and then you're done. So it's so simple. Just going to heat that up, enjoy that. And then for dessert tonight, I am going to have Old Gold dark chocolate. 6 squares is the satisfying spot for me right now. I'm just so satiated throughout the day because I am at maintenance. I'm eating exactly how much of my body I'm burning. And just it's so nice to finish off the day with a little sweetie treaty. So that is it, you guys. That is how I'm structuring my nutrition at maintenance. I'm maintaining really well. I'm feeling really good in the gym. I am increasing my performance except for Saturday because I was hungover, but whatever. I am going to wrap up this vlog here. So honestly, the key to seeing the results that you want in your body is literally making sure you're balancing your plate, nailing those portion sizes, eating for satisfaction, eating the food you love, not restricting yourself, and honestly just creating a healthy and balanced lifestyle. Focusing on consistency over perfection, 1% better every day, because when you nail that is when you can stay in the race. As Niels keeps telling me, just got to stay in the race, because when you stay in the race, you're going to be able to stay in it for the long term and therefore be able to see the results that you want. I want to know how you guys are feeling. Make sure to leave me a comment below if you're also on a journey so that we can share experiences, talk about our goals together, and we can just kill it. Other than that, thank you for being here. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will see you next week. Bye.